My name is Jennifer Song from the Valley Christian ISIS program. Our experiment is observing the random dispersion of compartmentalized droplets in an oil-water emulsion in microgravity, which flew onto ISS in March of 2020 under the mentorship of Marcel Mark, with special thanks to Professor Thomas Russell and Dr. Paul Kim for providing valuable suggestions, feedback, and support. Interaction forces differ between two different liquids, resulting in a change of interfacial potential energy as molecules are moved toward the border. Work must be done against the unbalanced interaction forces to bring the molecule to the interface. To reduce potential, liquid structures tend to minimize surface area by forming spherical domains, coalescing or absorbing particles to the interface. Polyacrylic acid, PAA, which exhibits low binding energies and a slight negative charge, is dissolved in the silicon oil. The inherent negative charge of the oil-water interface hinders the polymer from binding to the interface. Furthermore, the low binding energy of the nanoparticles prevents the formation of an irreversible bond. To anchor the charge PAA to the interface, pos nanoparticles with a positive charge is mixed into the oil, forming nanoparticle ligand assemblies at the interface by electrostatic attraction. The absorption of the nanoparticle ligands at the interface, in addition to the droplet's tendency of lowering interfacial surface area, irreversibly jams the particles in place, forming a flexible, permeable structure with special chemical properties. In our experiment, a solution of PAA in water is initially ejected into a sealed chamber with capillary tubing connected to a bidirectional pump. By turning on the pump, a solution of nanoparticles in silicon oil is injected into the polyacrylic acid solution, forming a spherical droplet at the tip of the needle. The oil pump then reverses, allowing the oil droplet to shrink for a small interval of time, and the LED turns on again. A picture is taken after each reduction in volume, giving time for the droplet to set. The entire experiment is then looped for the duration of the testing time frame, with 7 1-second injection intervals followed by 7 1-second retraction intervals. Each injection increases by 30 milliseconds per loop, while the retraction intervals remain constant. Our hypothesis is, if we print droplets of different liquids in a second host liquid that are stabilized by nanoparticle surfactants in a microgravity environment, then a random arrangement of droplets can be achieved due to a lack of buoyant forces with on-demand control over coalescence. For the first 14 cycles, the injected droplet can be seen oscillating on the needle and slowly increasing in size. However, after several cycles in which we were able to observe a slight wrinkling effect of the membrane, the droplet volume continued increasing such that it adhered to a panel of the chamber by surface tension. When the needle detached from the oil droplet, it retracted liquid from the surrounding chamber, subsequently injected streams of small water droplets. These smaller droplets dispersed in the surrounding oil, eventually stabilizing in individual locations. Coalescence was not observed, and the droplets floated independent of each other in the liquid of the larger droplet. On Earth, due to density differences, buoyant forces will cause the water droplets to accumulate at the top of the larger host droplet, and individual droplets would coalesce before a membrane is formed. Thus, it is extremely difficult to form the compartmentalized all-liquid systems on the ground or observe the characteristics and interaction between interior liquid-fluid interfaces and structures. The random dispersion of droplets and the resulting emulsion demonstrates the potential of reagent encapsulation, opening a wide window of potential applications in biomedical engineering, drug delivery, and selective diffusion reactions. The stability and undisturbed distribution of these polyacrylic acid water droplets in the oil droplets shows the potential unique characteristics of fluid-liquid emulsions. Near the end of the experiment, bubbles of air were subsequently injected into the droplet of oil, demonstrating another intriguing fluid-liquid gas encapsulation system. Overall, our experiment was operational and yielded some very interesting results that may be of use in the development of all-liquid encapsulation systems. We were able to evaluate our hypothesis with the data collected and use ImageJ in order to convert the large volume data collected into a visual form.